This method I'm about to share with you will completely transform your life. It will allow you to truly reprogram your subconscious mind for success, and that will make it easy for you to shift to any reality you want where your desire is already yours. What's up, superheroes? Welcome to my channel, the place where we make the impossible possible. I'm Scarlet Grace, and I help people break through their limitations and manifest their heart's desires. If you're new here, please click the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you won't miss any videos that could change your life. And if you need some extra help and my personal advice for your situation, you can sign up for coaching. I have both email coaching via recording and live coaching via Zoom, so you can choose the one that fits you. I also have several courses to help you manifest your desires into reality, so if you're interested in any of those, you can check them all out using the links in the description below. The reason you need to reprogram your mind and change your beliefs in the first place in order to manifest a desire is because if your thoughts and your beliefs were in complete alignment with the thing that you want to manifest in your reality, that thing would already be there. So if you look around you, you will see that there are people who are born into riches and they continue easily making money their whole lives. Or there are people that everybody thinks are very lucky in love. They go from one relationship to another and all the relationships are happy. They never have to feel rejected. They never have to spend time alone. They always find a way to be in a happy relationship. There are people who are popular and always surrounded by other people, always have friends. Those people have that kind of success in that specific area of their lives because their beliefs are in alignment with what they want. So it just manifests automatically. They don't have to affirm, they don't have to imagine, they don't have to visualize. Reality just manifests based on their beliefs. So the question is, how do you become a person who has exactly the beliefs needed to manifest love and success and money and happiness and whatever it is you want automatically, without having to do anything about it, without having to struggle? And this is exactly what I'm going to show you how to do very fast in this video. In order to understand exactly how this works, we have to take a look at how the brain works. So this is how beliefs actually get formed. Something happens in your life that makes you think that a specific situation or a specific thing in life or yourself are a specific way. So maybe when you're very young, you don't have many friends or you're very shy, so other children don't approach you. You start thinking that maybe people don't like me. Maybe people don't want to be my friends. If you keep thinking that thought, you will keep manifesting the same reality. So you continue being shy, you continue having trouble creating friendships, you continue feeling like people are ignoring you, people don't like you, you are not popular. The longer you spend thinking those thoughts, the more reality gets created around those thoughts. So anything that you think gets manifested into physical reality. When you look at what has manifested, you don't realize that you manifested. You just look at it and go like, this just proves what I was thinking. I'm not popular. This just proves what I was thinking. People don't like me. This just proves that I will never have friends. Now, this is just an example, but this is how reality works. We think a thought, that thought keeps manifesting similar situations. We look at those situations and our brain goes, this is proof that what I was thinking is true. And that thought that you originally thought every once in a while now has solidified into a belief. And that belief forms your expectations from reality. And those expectations and those beliefs manifest the reality around you automatically. A person who is very popular had the exact same process to develop the belief that they're popular. So what happened was, they had an experience early on in life that convinced them that people like them, that they're very popular. So because they thought that thought, reality gave them more experiences that prove that they're popular. Their brain took a look at those experiences and concluded that, oh yes, that's actually true, I'm very popular. So the more you think something, the more reality gives you more experiences that support that opinion, that support that belief. And the more you get convinced that yes, this is true. Until you reach adulthood and things manifest pretty much automatically because you have fixed beliefs and fixed expectations of the world. But here's the thing. Did you know that your brain selectively chooses what you pay attention to based on your beliefs? That practically means that your brain will selectively pay attention to anything that actually agrees with your current beliefs, whether positive or negative, but it will gloss over and ignore the things that don't agree with your current beliefs, again, whether positive or negative. What this means practically is, if you have the belief, people don't like me and I'm not popular and I struggle to make friends, if you have experiences today that would prove otherwise, you are not likely to give them much weight. You're going to put more weight on the experiences that prove your current beliefs and ignore or forget the experiences that prove that this limiting belief is not true or this positive belief is not true. So a person who is naturally popular, if they have an experience where somebody is rude to them, they will not think that there is something wrong with them. They will not think that this experience may threaten the belief that I'm popular and everybody likes me. They will either ignore it or explain it in a way that doesn't threaten that belief that they're popular and everybody likes them. So it's that person's problem. Everybody likes me, so it must be that person's problem, and they forget about it. On the contrary, if you have the belief that you're not popular and people don't easily like you, you're going to take that experience where somebody was rude to you today, you will make it all about yourself, you will keep thinking about it, and it will have a prominent position in your thoughts. Whereas the person that was kind to you today, you won't even remember that this event happened. You won't even remember that somebody was kind. You won't even remember that somebody paid for your coffee. Your brain will completely push that to the back of your mind because it doesn't agree with your current belief that you are unpopular, that people don't like you. And this is exactly the reason why so many people struggle to reprogram their minds with affirmations, because your brain actually needs you to pay attention to the proof from physical reality in order to be convinced that a new belief is actually true. You cannot just say affirmations and stack them on top of your old negative beliefs, because guess what? You've had those beliefs for years, maybe even decades, and your brain has millions of events to back up that that belief is true, to back up that you're unpopular, to back up that you are always struggling with money. You cannot just stick a new affirmation on top of that belief without providing your brain with any proof and expect that to overpower the old belief. The good news is that there is an extremely easy method to hack this process that your brain uses to form a strong belief, and you can use it to install the beliefs that you want without having any interference from the past. So these are the steps that you need to follow to rewire your mind and reprogram your thoughts so that you can manifest the things that you want in your life automatically. The first step is to figure out what the old negative beliefs are. So grab a piece of paper and a pen and make a list of the beliefs that you currently have around this goal that you want to manifest. Let's say that you want to manifest money. What are your current money beliefs? Don't judge them as positive or negative, just list them all out. Or if you want to manifest a specific person, what do you currently believe about this person, how they feel about you, what they think, and what do you believe about yourself when it comes to relationships, as well as how relationships work? Just write everything down, and when you're finished, go through your list, and for each belief that you wrote down, ask yourself, do I want to have that belief? Is this belief serving me? Is this belief part of what is going to manifest a reality that I love? If the answer is no, then put a little mark next to the belief so that you know which beliefs you need to work on. When you're done with that, I want you to follow this process. Start with the first belief that you marked as one that is not helping you to manifest the reality that you want automatically. Take that belief and ask yourself, is this 100% true? So I want you to think about your life, and I want you to look for even one instance. You don't need a million, you just need one that doesn't agree with that belief. So let's say, for example, your belief is that nobody likes you. Just nobody likes you, nobody wants you. Is that belief true? Can you find even one experience in your life where somebody liked you? Isn't there at least one person in your life that genuinely likes you? I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a person you like. I just want you to look for at least one instance in your life that doesn't agree with that belief. Because if there is even one instance that doesn't agree with that belief, even one, even if it's from decades ago, that proves that that belief is not 100% true. You just persuaded yourself that it's 100% true. If there is even one event, one instance, one person that goes against that belief, that means that it's not true. That is proof that it is not 100% true. So when you find at least one such instance, and you can find several if you like, and actually I'm sure that if you start actively looking, actually examining your life, you will find several instances, several people, several events, not just one. But when you have at least one, I want you to write that belief on a separate piece of paper, and I want you to strike a line through what you have written. Don't completely blot it out, just strike a line so that you can see what is underneath, but you are erasing it. And under that erased belief, I want you to write why that belief is not 100% true. Now at this point, you don't need to believe that it is completely false. You just need to notice that, yes, actually, that is not 100% true. I may still believe that it's mostly true, but here are 5 instances from my life that prove that it is not 100% true. When you've done that, you keep going down the list of beliefs and you find the second belief that you marked as something that you don't like to have, as something that isn't contributing to creating the reality you want, the desires you want automatically. And you do exactly the same thing. You take the belief and you ask yourself, is that 100% true? So let's say that the belief is you want a specific person, you want your ex back, or you want to improve your relationship with somebody you're dating, but you feel that they don't want to commit, they don't care about you, and the belief is, they don't care about me. Josh doesn't care about me at all. So is that 100% true? Can you think of at least one instance that proves that this person cares about you? Anything. Maybe they saw you upset and they messaged to ask if you are okay. Maybe they just messaged, because why would somebody message you if they don't care about you at all? I don't care if that's for a booty call, that proves that there is some part of this person that cares about you in some way. It may not be the ideal way, but if there is at least one instance, this is proof that that belief is not true. Because the whole reason we're so stuck in our beliefs is that we are convinced that they're set in stone, that this is how life works, and no matter what I try to do, it will never change because that's who I am. But when you start actively paying attention to the facts that prove that that belief may not be 100% true, you create flux. You create the necessary space for your brain to start accepting a different reality. So you do that for each belief on your list. Now, when you're done, what I want you to do is I want you to pick the one belief from that list that you feel is the most important right now. So you may have 50 beliefs that are limiting you and that you just prove to yourself that they are not 100% true. I want you to pick the one that to you would make the most impact. What is the belief that keeps you up at night? What is the one belief that keeps going through your head when it comes to this specific goal and brings you down the most, the one that you feel is the most difficult to overcome? Whatever the belief is, I want you to pick that belief. And if you don't know which belief is the most important to you right now, that's okay. Just pick a belief that feels like if it changed, it would make a big difference in your life. It would give you a lot of peace of mind if you didn't have to focus on that belief, if you didn't have it interfere all the time when you visualize, when you go about your day. Just pick a belief that you feel you would really like to change right now. So pick that belief. And what we're going to do is we are going to use your current reality to break the addiction to that belief and actually prove to your mind that the opposite is true. Remember in the beginning of this video when I said that the people who naturally manifest what they want in a specific area of life without ever having to visualize or imagine or affirm, they just have great luck in that area of life. They're lucky in love. They always make money very easily. Those people, the reason their life is that way is because they originally, probably when they were very young, they observed something that formed the thought that, hey, I'm very popular. Hey, I'm great at making money. Hey, love is easy and everybody loves me. And because they were thinking it, reality gave them more of that. And by observing it, the belief got stronger and got stronger and got stronger. Well, this is the process we're going to use to hack your belief system. So you take that belief, that limiting belief that you just have proven to yourself that is not 100% true. And what I want you to do is flip it into a positive belief. So what is the positive belief? Let's say that the original belief is nobody loves me or nobody will ever love me. The opposite belief may be, I am easy to love and people always love me. So I want you to take this belief and use it as an affirmation. But the second part of the process is the most important one. I want you at several moments during the day to think about your day and ask yourself, did I have any experiences today that prove that this new belief is true? Or did I have any experiences today that prove that the old limiting belief isn't 100% true? And you start observing, because your brain up until now was trained to gloss over the things that didn't agree with the limiting belief. So you need to consciously start paying attention even to the tiny things that prove that that belief isn't true and the positive belief is true. So if somebody smiles at you, a random person on the bus smiles at you, that is proof that people like you. You take care to pay attention to it, and when it happens, you tell yourself, see, people actually like me. This person smiled to me. This is proof that people like me. I'm an easy person to like. I'm an easy person to love. Now, at the end of your day, I want you to go over your day mentally and look for those events because your mind isn't yet trained to pay attention to them, it will gloss over them and you may not notice them when they happen. So I want you to consciously go through your day and look for events, even tiny things, that prove that your new belief is true. So the person on the bus that smiled at you, maybe you didn't remember to pay attention to that when it happened and remind yourself and point out to your brain that, see, this is proof that people like me. So at the end of the day, you ran through the whole day in your mind. You don't have to run through every detail, but you give yourself the command, I'm going to look through my day and see if anything happened today that proves that my new belief that I am actually an easy person to love and that people like me, for example, is true. And when you locate those events, you put all those events in a note in your phone. And when something happens that disproves the limiting belief and proves that the opposite is true, so when that person smiles at you on the bus, you just take out your phone and quickly note down that this person smiled to me on the bus, or this person bought me coffee today, or this person commented on how beautiful I look, or this person that I didn't think even remembered me said hi. Whatever it is, the small thing or the big thing that proves that your new belief, the one that you want to install, is actually true. And the more you pay attention to those small things, the more reality will give you bigger and more important things that prove that this belief is true. And if you do this process diligently for at least a couple of weeks, you will have completely erased the old belief because you will now have very concrete proof in big ways that the new belief is actually true. And you will be looking back and thinking, how could I ever think about myself that people don't like me? How could I ever think that I'm not important? How could I ever think that it's difficult for me to make friends? You will not believe how you ever thought this about yourself because your brain will have completely switched to paying attention mostly to the things that prove that the new belief is true and glossing over the things that it used to pay attention to prove to you that the old belief was true. Now, if you want even faster, more powerful results, another thing that you can do in combination with this method is go back and change those memories that your brain has been using for years as proof that the limiting belief is true. All those negative life experiences that persuaded you that the limiting belief is true in the first place. The way to do that is through a powerful method called revision. If you don't know how to use revision, then click to watch my video where I walk you step by step on how to use the revision technique, and your results will surprise you. If you like this video, then hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because I put out new videos every Sunday to help you manifest an amazing life.